About 10 minutes ago, we detected unusual options activity on Palo Alto Networks, PANW. And you also see that Palo Alto will be reporting earnings May 23 after hours. Today is May 19. It is 1:59 p.m. So without further ado, let's get right to those unusual options and then show you how we are starting our trade that could possibly become an earnings trade. So at 1:46 p.m., you'll see this June 16th, these 190 strike puts and 190 strike calls. We could tell right away that these could be some sort of synthetic trade. And so by looking at the chain, we see here the June 16th, keep in mind it was 2,600. So when we look at the 190 strike prices here, you'll see that actually right now there's a volume of 3,000. Open interest 1,600. So those 2,600 are definitely open orders on this strike of the put side. However, on this side, you'll see the 2,600 is actually the open interest. So these could have been closing orders. And even though the volume is greater, the open interest is sitting at 26, is still greater, 2645, right? So that's greater than 2,600. And so we have to be a little cautious. And so this is the reason why we may not be finished with our trade. We are currently legging into a trade. We initiated the trade initially first on the put side. You'll see here we have sold this put because we have to wait for more data to come in to confirm that this call was being bought. That's not as certain because if it was bought and this was sold, the 190 strike was sold, then as we had mentioned earlier, this is a synthetic long bullish trade where at 189 it will be profitable as the price goes up. As you can see, it is above that zero profit line on the y-axis here. Anything above is profit, anything below is loss. So because we can't confirm though that this call here was a opening order, and because we still have some days, we have about 2 more days before earnings to change our trade as more data comes in to confirm that, then we're going to decide to wait on that. So that's why we only did our put side. What we did was because we can be sure that this was opening. And so what we did was we sold the 190 and we bought the 185, which is selling a bull put spread. And it is currently, you'll see here, this is a bullish trade. It's not as bullish because we are capping and limiting our profits here because this is generally a bull put spread is moderately bullish. So and so as we get more data coming in, then we may start to buy some calls to make our trade more bullish. So that will depend on Monday or Tuesday before earnings. Currently, as you can see here, this 26 is our concern. So that these calls may not be actually bought. And we actually see here another 350 here. So whether or not this 350 here, this trader was the same one. If it was the same one, then we could be more confident because then the 2,600 plus the 350 would be 2,950, right? This call here and this call. And 2,950 would then be greater than this 26.45, and then we would be more certain that this was a opening trade and we would go more bullish. But right now we're going to stay moderately bullish and go with our bull put spread, which is it's a pretty good earnings type of trade, because you'll see here on the Greeks we do have a negative vega, which means that after earnings, if we hold that, then volatility will decrease, which is good for the trade. A negative vega, negative volatility, is expected after earnings. So, and we also don't lose value, because you'll see here that theta is positive. So as we hold it on Monday and Tuesday to decide whether or not we want to go more bullish, then we're not going to be at a loss by holding this this bull put spread. So it gives us some time. We leg into it. We collect this 225. We're going to use some of this credit perhaps to buy some calls to make it more bullish if the data confirms that on Monday or Tuesday as we start to monitor and analyze more data. And so make sure to subscribe and you have the bell icon clicked to be notified if we update this trade as we see more unusual options activity coming in. Okay, so as usual, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Take care, everybody, and good luck.